Most casual boxing fans only see the hits, but the real magic is in the technique, and when that skill comes with knockout power, most brutal knockouts happen. In this video you're about to witness bone-crushing knockouts, where precision meets pure destruction. Let's go.
Listen, I like the 2 minutes because of this right here. At the right time, in between the gloves, right there on the chin. It looks right there, it looks like it's the chin. And Ortiz, again, you're in a different arena. You haven't felt this.
The Manny Pacquiao vs Ricky Hatton fight was a brutally short showcase of Pacquiao's speed and precision. From the opening bell, Pacquiao had Hatton in trouble, dropping him twice in the first round, with sharp left hands as Hatton struggled to handle the angles and pace.
Was really challenged in his last fight. Oh, perfect, beautiful combination. Oh, down here in the first round. Roach predicted the third round. He said it as a joke to annoy Mayweather. He might have been a little too conservative. And Hatton's in trouble again. Final 10 seconds of round one, and Hatton's down for the second time.
Landed by Pacquiao. Look at that. What an incredible shot. Oh.
In the second round, he sealed it with a perfectly timed left hook that knocked Hatton out cold.
It's always a little better than I thought.
Down again. And now he's with the left hand time. That's it.
And it was just a perfect punch. Hatton dropped his right hand. Watch Hatton's left hand go down, and Pacquiao comes right up.
The Thomas Hearns vs Roberto Duran was a shocking mismatch that ended fast. Hearns used his size, reach and explosive power to control the fight from the opening bell.
90 degrees. Said he's looking to land the big bomb, and he landed one. A good right hand to the ear of Duran that sent him back into the ropes.
He landed a crushing right hand that sent Duran crashing to the canvas.
Roberto Duran up at will. A solid right, and down goes Duran.
Duran got up, but moments later Hearns followed with another perfectly timed right hand that knocked Duran out cold.
Another solid right hand by Thomas Hearns in a combination. The referee Padley watching. There, he's up in the air again. Duran just fighting on instinct, though, Gil. He's just hanging a big right hand. That's it, Tim.
The Julian Jackson vs Gerald Mcclellan fight was a short but explosive battle. Mcclellan started fast, using his strength and aggression to pressure Jackson.
But Julian Jackson starts in a hurry, as you can see. There's nice, good.
There it is, that big right hand. Mcclellan was waiting with the jab and timing him on the way in. Something we spoke about earlier, using that jab.
Minute of the fight.
In the fifth round, Mcclellan landed a perfectly timed right hand that sent Jackson to the canvas.
As he goes upstairs, no chance of south of there.
Julian got a winner right here.
Down goes Jackson. A left hook by Gerald Mcclellan almost sent him through the ropes.
This fight could very well be over right this minute.
And there's a minute left to go. Can Mcclellan finish him off? He's down again. Julian Jackson doesn't know what he said. It's over. Energy to think he's going to put it out. Now let's watch what happens to him.
Here you come again.
Right.
Straight right hand down the pipe, and it was Ferdy a lead right hand. Finishing it off with the left hand, and down is Jackson.
The Mike Tyson vs Michael Spinks fight was one of the most anticipated heavyweight bouts ever, and it ended almost instantly. Tyson came out with overwhelming intensity, cutting off the ring and attacking from the opening seconds. In the first round, Tyson dropped Spinks with a vicious right to the body, followed by a left hook.
It's doing damage.
Michael Spinks has to keep moving because every shot.
Spinks got up, but Tyson quickly closed in and floored him again, with a crushing fight-ending combination.
Spinks has ever been down in a professional fight.
And he's down again and in serious trouble.
Going to the body. A great uppercut that sent Michael Spinks to the canvas.
That was the second knockdown and the finishing blow. Watch again. This was after Spinks got up after one knockout, tried to fight back, and had nothing. Then this champion.
Another thing, Jim, is when a guy gets knocked out for the first time.
The Arthur Beterbiev vs Isidro Renoni fight was a brief and brutal showcase of Beterbiev's raw power early in his professional career. From the opening bell, Beterbiev pressed forward, relentlessly, overwhelming Renoni with heavy shots and physical pressure. The fight didn't last long, as Beterbiev scored multiple knockdowns with the crushing punches, forcing the referee to step in and stop the bout.
Punch, and the accuracy to
Another solid right hand, right on the target.
Moving like a man who knows he has tremendous power in either hand. Not worried about the touch.
Goodness me, look at that. Terrific power again from Beterbiev. And I think it's all over. Gatti, the count's at 7, 8, and it is all over.
Coming forward and Beterbiev just timing it lovely. Right hand there, the right hand that caused the damage. It was the left hook. The right hand caused the damage there.
There's the end.
The Arturo Gatti vs Joey Gamache was a dramatic bout that ended quickly. Gatti's size and strength were evident from the start, as he pressured Gamache and landed heavy shots.
And raised in Lewiston, Maine, a name with its own colorful place in boxing history, and there's a knockdown by Gatti.
In the second round, Gatti dropped Gamache with a hard punch and scored a second knockdown, prompting the referee to stop the fight.
From a distance, even that hook is far reaching.
Chisora looks so much bigger than he does.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a 15-pound weight advantage. Every time he lands a shot, it's abundantly clear. Benji Esteves isn't going to bother with a count here. Right uppercut. And you see why we were worried about before he hit the canvas. The uppercut was perfect, George.
And not only that, he's getting his whole body into it, like one of those home run hitters. Up, cross, boom. Classic finishing, every shot, 1, 2, 3.
Three-punch combination.
The Ryan Garcia vs Romero Duno fight was a lightning-fast showcase of Garcia's speed and timing. Right from the opening round, Garcia set up his offense with quick movement, before unleashing a perfectly placed left hook.
Romero Duno needs the fight to be on the inside to win. Ryan Garcia wants to keep it at a distance.
And you see December, and he had a spectacular KO there as he throws in a quick hook. He's got speed, power. 200 amateur wins, hard right hand that landed and shook Duno. Garcia able to land that right now. He's down, he goes. Wow, it's over.
He has never been knocked out. Do it in that type of fashion. Incredible.
I mean, everything he throws is hard. We're gonna see that hook again. Look at that. I mean, it didn't look like much.
Next up, Jordan Thompson vs Jay Opetaia. From the opening rounds, Opetaia showcased superior speed, accuracy and power, overwhelming the much taller Jordan Thompson with heavy shots and precise punching.
Opetaia managing to close the gap between them with successes with that left hand in particular. Thompson under pressure, running round, backs off into his own corner. Opetaia senses the chance here.
Opetaia's pressure finally paid off in round 3, when he dropped Thompson with a strong combination.
Opetaia looking for Hearns on the inside, but he's come straight back. Exchange of shots, and now Thompson under pressure once again.
Though Thompson rose, he was visibly hurt and on the back foot.
Success! He was demoralized by the response of Opetaia. He needs to hold the bell now. Left hand's raining in on the chin of Jordan Thompson. Opetaia switches the attack now.
Early in round 4, Opetaia put him down again with a brutal left hand, and the referee stepped in to stop the fight.
More round. He has to produce something here, and he goes again. Referee Haye Costa looks on, and that's it. That's the end of the challenge of Jordan Thompson.
The Floyd Mayweather vs Ricky Hatton fight was a high-profile clash that showcased Mayweather's defensive brilliance against Hatton's relentless aggression. From the opening bell, Hatton came forward with his usual pressure and hooks, but Mayweather used slick movement, angles and counter-punching to control the fight.
He's already the best fighter in the world. He could be outside.
Mayweather hurt Hatton several times with sharp counters, culminating in a dramatic 10th round knockout, when a perfectly timed left hook sent Hatton to the canvas. Next up, Shakur Stevenson vs Josh Padley. Stevenson controlled the action throughout, using crisp combinations and effective body shots, while Padley showed heart but was clearly outmatched. Stevenson scored 3 knockdowns in the 9th round before the fight was stopped.
And reflect on what a week it's been, but here comes Shakur Stevenson, and that was superb, and Padley's really annoyed. But Stevenson had him down, body shot, and again, for the second time, throwing the combinations out. Stevenson targeting the body.
You gotta get a bit of distance here.
Down he goes, seen enough. I wonder if the corner will put him out. Josh Padley, the towel's in, right time, he's been brilliant.
Roy Jones' fight against Virgil Hill was a masterclass in speed and tactical execution from Jones. Hill, a highly skilled and experienced champion, tried to establish control with his jab and fundamentals, but Jones consistently beat him to the punch with superior hand speed and angles. Technically, Jones excelled at disrupting Hill's rhythm, slipping the jab and countering with sharp combinations.
Jones lands the left, but it's
Leg, the calf.
turned on, but made many of these long punches by Roy Jones.
The defining moment came when Jones set up a devastating body shot, dropping his right hand to the ribs with perfect timing, which resulted in a clean knockdown and knockout.
Over Hill's jab. Right to the body, down, unheard of. I'm in a very vulnerable spot.
What does it feel like, George? What does it feel?
Well, it was just a sudden shot.
Against Brian Brennan, Roy Jones delivered a dominant performance that highlighted his raw athleticism. Jones used constant movement, quick feints and explosive combinations to overwhelm Brennan early. His hand speed and unpredictability made it difficult for Brennan to establish any rhythm or defensive structure.
Left hook by Roy Jones again, and there it is again.
Wobbles Brennan again. Brennan having trouble for the moment, staying on his feet. Lipton watching closely. Jones blinding Brennan with his overwhelming hand speed.
The fight ended in the first round, when Jones dropped Brennan with a powerful right hand, forcing the referee to stop the fight.
Throw a lot of punches, which not too many people can do against Jones, but he's getting hit so much in return. The Trenton crowd can't believe what they're seeing. They were so psyched, and their man is just getting hammered in there now. Ron Lipton watching as Roy Jones tattoos Brennan, and then Jones says, look, you want more? Okay. In there too. Left, left, left,
Yeah.
boom.
Left uppercut, double left hook, right on the button. How many fighters do you know that can do that? That is the left uppercut, left hook, left hook.
Now here's the second knockdown. This is after Jones has looked at, now there he looks at Lipton. You see that?
Yeah.
What do you want me to do, ref? Oh, okay, fine. What the heck?
Well, you're complimenting the old fighters because not many of them could throw their hands as fast as you.
Look at this. The old fighters, they were good. They showed me a lot.
Next up, Glenn Kelly vs Roy Jones. Jones delivered one of the most explosive performances of his early career. Roy immediately imposed his speed and athleticism, darting in and out of range while landing sharp, accurate punches from unconventional angles.
No, there's no speed at all coming from Kelly.
Kelly showed toughness and tried to press forward, but Jones' timing and precision repeatedly beat him to the punch.
And that's the most spirited effort Kelly has made to actually get at Jones, and he lands a right hand to the body. And Jones...
The fight ended after Jones dropped Kelly with a perfectly timed hook, prompting a swift stoppage.
Bernard Hopkins scored a 10th round technical knockout of Carl Daniels to retain his at a weight limit of 175. Roy Jones tried to defend his against Glenn Kelly of Australia. And down goes Kelly on a body shot.
Wicked body shot.
That they thought the punch was low. I thought it was right on the...
No, it was not low. To my knowledge, it was a mistake because of the style of the opponent or whatever.
Shane Mosley learned that last Saturday night. Again. Once again. You know, that's pretty amazing because between rounds, Alton Murkerson, Roy Jones' hand-picked trainer from Pensacola.
Roy was just getting in a mode of having a good time at this stage right here. And as I was saying earlier, this guy said, come on, you can't get any better than us.
Now let's move on to the Vasil Lomachenko vs Jorge Linares fight. Lomachenko showcased his elite hand speed and footwork, while Linares relied on his jab and timing to keep the fight competitive early on.
He's hitting Loma with some good shots over the top. He's staying home. When Loma stays there a little bit too long, you see Linares step to him with combination.
In round 6, Linares rocked Lomachenko with a clean right hand, the first knockdown of Loma's professional career.
Years ago with Manny Pacquiao, if I told you and say,
when you come straight down the middle, the firing range, guess what?
But Lomachenko recovered and took control through the middle rounds.
He caught him with a right hand. Look at him place that jab.
The fight peaked in the 10th round, when Lomachenko entered Matrix mode and unleashed a blistering combination that ended with a devastating left hook to the body, sending Linares to a knee and forcing a technical knockout.
Over the left eye of Linares.
really high-level stuff.
Unbelievable stuff. Right in the center of the ring. And
it's over! Ricky Gonzalez lets the champion is unable to continue. The winner at 208.
Präziser. Der unbestrittene Alexander Usyk.
On to the next one, Sergio Martinez vs Paul Williams 2. From the opening round, Martinez fought with urgency and intent, using sharp lateral movement and quick counters to disrupt Williams' relentless forward pressure. The fight was tense and competitive early, with Williams pressing and Martinez picking his spots, waiting for an opening. That moment came suddenly in the second round, when Martinez slipped inside Williams' jab and unleashed a perfectly timed overhand left that instantly ended the fight.
Good left hand, and down goes Williams.
I think it was a right hook.
Right hand, Williams through the left, Williams down.
Williams is a man with so much on the attack and aggression that he didn't even expect or see the punch.
And Williams was out from the moment the punch hit him.
Next up, Ben Whittaker vs Khalid Gradia bout. Whittaker used superior speed and sharp footwork to control distance, mixing crisp jabs and lateral movement that kept Gradia on the back foot. Gradia tried to press forward, but Whittaker's timing and reflexes was on another level.
Gradia gets onto the inside and winds up for the right hand there.
It's a nice right hook, really got round the back of the glove there with that shot.
Good defensive skills there from Whittaker, who plays to the crowd at the end of the round.
As the fight progressed, Whittaker's combinations began to find their mark consistently, setting up his power shots with smart positioning.
Part of the show business and the swagger and the brand and all that type of thing. I do.
Beautiful body shot there from Whittaker midway through the round. Can he follow it up? He looked for it again there, but he managed to drop the elbow up.
100%. He's varying that backhand off lovely. He's bringing it up, he's bringing it over. But that shot that he caught him with the headshot, he just gets caught there. He just missed his ribs.
I got that left hook right round the back of the elbow into the floating rib area. Horrible place, completely took his wind away.
And he flipped him. So he has got to be careful.
I think he has got to start trying to, come forward now.
Coming over the top of the jab there, Whittaker with the right hand, he wasn't far away. Whittaker's antics are maybe just riling Gradia up a little bit here. He's setting his feet and looking to let his hands go, but that could suit Ben Whittaker possibly.
In the 5th round, Whittaker intensified his attack, landing a hard, accurate two-handed assault that forced Gradia onto the ropes. A flurry of punches followed, and the referee stepped in to stop the contest.
He's an experienced guy who did set his feet and start to swing towards the end of that 3rd round, but other than that, admirably at times, right hand there from Whittaker to the head, then down to the body.
He has had his own successes, just obviously not enough. That was a great body shot from Whittaker, and he felt that his hand dropped immediately.
Gradia in a little bit of trouble here, backs up to the corner, sinks down onto the bottom right, in comes the towel.
You're learning something new, and you do need to take your time and develop.
He was just beginning to wilt here, Gradia. He's still tucking up fairly effectively. He knew what was coming and saved him for another day.
Imagine being able to say, go and finish it in this round, and you can just do that.
Well, you could see as well he was punching with bad intentions there, he was planting his feet.
Let's move on to the Naseem Hamed vs Vuyani Bungu fight. Hamed imposed his unorthodox southpaw style and superior reflexes, using sharp footwork and accurate punches to control the distance, while Bungu pressed forward with aggressive intent.
Into the fight, he has a very good one. Look for that.
Bungu off balance, and another left hand as well, and Bungu looked a bit hurt by that, covered up on the far side.
And also take the eye if Bungu can come back with his bigger punches.
Throughout the first 3 rounds, Hamed's combinations and consistent jab kept Bungu off balance and unable to establish sustained offense.
Body shots from Hamed, effective. It's just slick boxing so far from Hamed. The 7 rounds, and then just rather ran out of stamina before finding the knockout punch like a champion to win it. And Bungu taking some heavy shots here. The craftsman is being outboxed. Can Hamed keep this going? He has to maintain his concentration. Big left hand. Bungu covering up again and looking a bit open as he staggered back against the ropes. Listen to the crowd here, getting very animated.
In the first round, Hamed seized his moment, landing a powerful straight left hand that dropped Bungu cleanly, leaving him with no chance to get up.
Plants his legs and bangs them in hard.
Oh, and a big left hand puts Bungu on the floor in the 4th round, and I'm not sure he'll get up from that in that contest. And he's a man who's been operating at world level now for years and years and years, and that's the punch that ended it. The left
Bungu was coming forward, hit him right on the chin, and he was never had any chance.
Next up, Gennady Golovkin vs Dominic Wade. From the opening bell, Golovkin imposed his trademark pressure and devastating power. His jab and heavy combinations kept Wade off balance early, and just before the end of the first round, he dropped Wade with a crushing right hand.
Now he does. That was big enough.
Hold him, and this is why he tried to hold him, because he didn't want to catch his overhand right to the back of the head. That shot causes all types of damage.
Wade rose to continue, but the champion's dominance only grew in the second round. Golovkin quickly resumed his assault, flooring Wade again with a punishing uppercut right combination and forcing him to beat the count.
Painted every once in a while because he's a pressure fighter. And down goes Wade for the second time.
With Wade visibly hurt and unable to mount effective offense, Golovkin followed up with a lightning-fast, fight-ending punch that sealed the deal.
Some of his best shots now, Roy.
Yeah, that's a good hook.
It was the Golovkin left hand, and now his hand.
Same punch.
And let's see if Jack Reese is even going to consider allowing Wade to continue after the 3rd knockout of the fight. 10. And that's it.
By a left uppercut, then followed by an overhand right to the shoulder. And the shoulder punch took him down, but like Max said, boom, that hurt him, and then the shoulder shot just pushed him down because the hook to the head and the jab to the head
through and waited to land his own shots.
Yes, he did, and that's how strong Gennady is. He's that type of a fighter that immediately once he realizes that you can't really hurt him, he's on you. And
next up, David Haye vs Mark de Mori. Haye's jab and sharp hooks kept de Mori off balance from the get-go, as the Australian struggled to establish any meaningful offense against the quicker, more polished boxer.
Not a good start for de Mori, gotta let his hands go. David Haye, well, and again, you can see the tactics.
Just over 2 minutes into the opening round, Haye seized his moment, landing a powerful right hand that sent de Mori crashing to the canvas and ended the fight.
Sign up to face a firing squad at dawn. There's a massive right hand, and de Mori's waved it off. And David Haye has made the briefest of ring returns. He's hoisted aloft by his new trainer Shane McGuigan. And the crowd here in the O2 Arena giving him the most rapturous reception on this his ring return, which has proved to be.
Next up, Tyson Fury vs Derek Chisora trilogy. Fury imposed his size, reach and technical superiority, using a stiff jab and heavy combinations to keep Chisora on the back foot, providing a perfect example of how a taller, lankier boxer should handle stocky, powerful, shorter opponent.
The tie up. Oh, good shots. Right uppercut.
Fury throws up.
Hey.
That long. And those are shots that don't seem heavy, but we're ringside and we hear them. Boom. Another big shot.
With Chisora showing visible signs of punishment and unable to defend himself effectively, the referee stepped in during the 10th round, awarding Fury a technical knockout.
He wouldn't even look at me.
His fighter just ate a body shot and then another right uppercut. Right hand, left uppercut. That was glancing, and that's enough.
On to the next one, Roy Jones vs Clinton Woods. Jones delivered one of the most impressive performances of his light heavyweight reign. From the opening bell, he showcased blistering hand speed, sharp combinations and elite footwork, constantly slipping punches and firing back with a precision that Wood struggled to match.
It's an interesting thing, as gifted as he is, Jones doesn't customarily throw a lot of punches. Big shot to punctuate the round. Big right.
Woods is covering his head up, coming underneath, and there's that body shot.
Furious for Jones, who seems determined to get... Comes down.
The traveling Roy Jones show has done well in various parts of the country from coast to coast and border to border. Never.
Puts his left on. Another big left hook, Roy Jones.
By the 6th round, Wood's corner, recognizing that their fighter was outclassed and taking heavy punishment, threw in the towel.
Because now it's nothing practice, and now Woods' manager...
The show indeed. Body shot, jab, right hand, left hand, hooks.
Lead with the hook, lead with the right hand. You can do just about it.
His leg when he goes forward after you.
Let's move on to one of the most dominant performances of Roy Jones' career, his masterclass against Vinny Pazienza. Jones showcased world-class speed, accuracy and reflexes that Pazienza struggled to counter. From the opening bell, Jones controlled the ring with slick movement, repeatedly finding openings against the shorter challenger.
Making Vinny Pazienza feel his power. Huge right backs. Pazienza off.
He's cut off the ring.
He's landing everything.
Yes.
He did cut the ring off. Now Pazienza is coming back. Is he landing? Jones laying in the corner and he flurries his way out. Pazienza with his hand on the ropes, which is illegal, and lightweight champion was moved way up in weight. Counter left hook by Jones. Pazienza showboats and Jones showboats back. The no showboat promise is over. Good hook by Jones, and Pazienza nearly went through the ropes.
Pazienza, known for his toughness and comeback stories, tried to be aggressive early, but Jones' timing and precision left him unable to mount any sustained offense.
All the punches are getting there from Jones, and I mean getting there repeatedly. Good. Now the left hook. Pazienza's being hit by a much bigger man.
And a much faster man.
By the 6th round, Jones unleashed a series of explosive combinations that dropped Pazienza 3 times before the referee stopped the fight.
Keeping him on. Jones would likely be ahead, so that isn't good news for Vinny Pazienza.
Still unloaded, that's what he is doing.
He's using his elbows, his head, his arms, grabbing and throwing punches as well.
Even if you get knocked out here as Vinny Pazienza.
Good body work by Jones. He works Pazienza on the inside, pushes him back. Good hook, that hurt Pazienza, and the uppercut. Pazienza's in trouble, ready to go. But he's not okay. He's not even close to being okay.
One big shot could end it here.
That's another knockdown.
His health and safety here because he's tired and he is wide open.
It is over.
When Roy Jones opens up, he does not let you off the hook.
Roy Jones knocks Vinny Pazienza out with some superb counter-punching, and then...
And the speed, and just the fact that he can fire potent left hand.
Next up, Roy Jones' explosive showing against Sosa. Jones back-footed and jabbed effectively before unleashing a straight right that dropped Sosa midway through the 2nd round.
And it was Jones' footwork that actually put Sosa in trouble.
Right hand over the top, partially blocked. His withering hand speed.
Fighting Prince Charles Williams. Same kind of a fight.
Right hand flash and down goes Sosa.
This knockdown set the tone for what came next. Jones swarmed his hurt opponent with a flurry of unanswered punches, forcing the referee to halt the contest.
But again, Jones
After the fight though, chaos erupted as Sosa protested the stoppage, insisting the referee had not done his job properly.
With the Sosa people, that fight should not have been stopped. He had taken hard punches, he was covering up.
Another look at what happened, starting before the knockdown. From this point forward, Zimmer's decision was that Murky just didn't do enough in return.
Now on to another dominant chapter in Roy Jones' legacy, his light heavyweight showdown with Derek Harmon. From the opening bell, Jones imposed his superior speed, precision and ring control, immediately taking action against the southpaw challenger.
So many southpaws, and he is effective at it, but it gives another south.
Harmon is doing an excellent job of following him, but he's not hitting.
Great right hand to the front.
Harmon showed grit and resilience, constantly trying to establish his jab and counter, but Jones' reflex and accuracy made it nearly impossible for him to gain any momentum. Round after round, Jones kept Harmon on the defensive, landing clean, sharp shots, while largely avoiding meaningful retaliation.
Is well conditioned. He's hanging in. What? Dazzling stuff. As the thoroughbred begins to outclass the dray horse.
By the 10th round, a relentless barrage from Jones had visibly shaken Harmon and damaged his right eardrum, prompting his corner to stop the fight before the 11th round could begin.
You've seen the great ones. So you're saying that Roy is not one of the great light heavyweights?
Uh-oh, you're trying to get me in trouble.
Well, you're the guy who said it. Not a big puncher, and Holyfield, of course, is an older fighter and originally a light heavyweight, and this fight is over.
Harmon's corner apparently having seen.
Next up, Gennady Golovkin vs Curtis Stevens. Golovkin dropped Stevens with a big left hook in the second round, setting the tone early.
That's what his corner wanted. Right hand for Golovkin. Stevens with another little counter left hook. Good left hook by Golovkin.
Down hook, and he followed it by an even better left hook that sent Curtis Stevens to the canvas.
Stevens showed grit and even had some moments mid-fight, but Golovkin dominated the bout with his trademark pressure, power and jab, eventually forcing Stevens' corner to stop the fight.
Incipient beatdown in Madison, seeming to give in just a little bit here. Landed a left shot off the ropes.
About to stop this one.
Whipping Curtis Stevens into the corner. And they're going to stop it in the corner.
Let's move on to the fight between Golovkin and Steve Rolls. Steve landed a few solid shots and even seemed competitive in rounds 1 and 2, while Golovkin started a bit cautiously and took time to find his rhythm.
Our right hand to the body and springs to the side nicely.
2 straight right hands to the body.
Of course, just as I say that, he goes to the body.
There's another one by Golovkin. Land another right hand. It's a counter right hand. He dipped his head to the left side.
After a slow start, Golovkin scored a dramatic knockout in the 3rd round, stopping Rolls with a powerful left hook that put him face first on the canvas.
Golovkin now backs up, and yes, a right hand to the head. Rolls does look rocked. Hook to the head as well, and he's hurt on wobbly legs. And even hook and a right hand over the top. That hook landed, and down goes Rolls in a heat. This might be over already. He's pinned down. Rolls looks up. That's your answer.
And here's that shot that I told you about. That was a chopping right hand that he landed, but that rocked Rolls right there because he didn't expect that coming.
You don't often
do it. He did it with Rubio when he fought him at the stop hub, and boom, there's that left hook.
And then that vicious hook. There it is, top of the head again, body shot. And you see the patience of Golovkin.
Next fight, the bout between Gennady Golovkin and Matthew Macklin, showed exactly why Golovkin was one of the most feared body punchers in boxing. From the opening round, Golovkin controlled the pace with constant pressure, sharp jabs and powerful combinations. Macklin showed toughness and tried to fight back, but Golovkin's accuracy and power were on another level. The fight ended in third round after a devastating body shot.
Body shot by Golovkin, uppercut lands guard. Macklin with the guts of a burglar, fires a big left hook and lands it.
Pack it in and lay down. Golovkin's gonna have to do what he has to do like that to get
Body
Macklin
shot
out of here.
puts Macklin down. Down twice against Sergio Martinez. Knockout for Gatti Golovkin. It comes in the third round.
Set him up with the right uppercut. Didn't want to hit him with it because he really wanted the big left hook to the body.
Described to me by fighters, Andre, it's like an electric jolt to the system, which basically...
The bout between Kell Brook and Gennady Golovkin highlighted Brook's courage and Golovkin's relentless pressure. Brook started strongly, showing heart and landing solid shots that briefly troubled Golovkin.
By Brook, left hook brought the crowd alive. Golovkin nodding at him as if to say, oh, you got it.
Kell Brook is not.
However, Golovkin's power and constant pressure soon took control. In the second round, a heavy shot from Golovkin damaged Brook's right eye, affecting his vision and shifting the momentum of the fight.
Wilder desperation punches.
Boxing, moving, punching, slipping. Every now and then, Brook and his corners continue to tell him.
And God knows how long. 3-1.
And Golovkin delivers his fiercest rally of the fight. Completes that scoring summary. Now Brook holding out his arms as if to say,
to the ropes, Bernard. And Brook is putting his hands up like he wasn't hurt.
The fight ended in the fifth round, when Brook's trainer threw in the towel to protect his fighter after sustained damage from Golovkin.
Round number 1.
And yes, he is. He's pop-shotting right now, as you see.
And Dominic in the far corner is holding up a towel. Engel is trying to get referee Marlon Wright to stop the fight. This is earlier in round 5, Bernard.
Exactly. Here's it right now. To me, he's
the undefeated, universally recognized middle.
Let's move on to Golovkin versus Willie Monroe. Golovkin started fast, using heavy pressure and power shots to take control.
Avoiding those shots without wasting much energy, turning his shoulder.
Avoid being hit by the big shots.
I see so far Golovkin outboxing Monroe just because he's the guy coming forward.
In the second round, he dropped Monroe twice, first with a sharp left hook, then a big right, showing his trademark accuracy and strength.
And when he can have free range target practice, that's what happens.
Down goes Monroe. Shot to the cheekbone.
But you can't let Golovkin have free range target practice at you because he's going to catch you sooner or later. And Golovkin won't give him room to think. Constantly keeping the pressure on.
Down goes Monroe for the second time. We've got a minute still to go in round number 2.
To the head. You saw that coming because he was allowing Golovkin to stalk. But if he can stalk like this, he's bound to catch you with something big soon.
Monroe showed hard by weathering the storm, and even had moments in the middle rounds, but Golovkin's power was too much. In the sixth round, Golovkin dropped Monroe a third time, with a flurry of punches, before Monroe told the referee he couldn't continue.
Right uppercut hurt him really bad, Jack.
Monroe again.
Yeah, right uppercut.
Against the ropes.
Oh, right uppercut hurt him really bad, and the hook just hurt even worse. He's out of here.
Third knockdown. There were 2 knockdowns in the second round. Here in the 6th.
7.
His legs are gone. Yes, thank you.
Yeah. Willie Monroe. 6th round.
Threw a right uppercut, followed by a left uppercut to the neck, an overhand right to the top of the head. That hurt him really bad. He gave a jab to take a big shot. Then that left uppercut hurt him really bad right there. Followed by that left hook right there, right behind the ear. That really was the finishing start of all the drama. That big left uppercut hurt him really bad. That really finished matters, and now it was just a matter of time.
Another clinical finish Golovkin showcased in fight against Vanes Martirosyan. Martirosyan showed some courage in the first round, even tagging Golovkin with a decent combination.
More than 10 jabs per round. Nobody else in boxing has done that. And he's landed 14 this round. A hard right hand by Martirosyan.
A right hand, and Triple G thought it was over. Then all of a sudden, bing, there goes another jab, and that's what knocked him off balance because it's the punches.
But the champion quickly took over once the second round began. Golovkin came out firing and unleashed a brutal fight-ending sequence of power shots that dropped Martirosyan hard.
Right hand by Golovkin. Another left. Hard left hook. Down goes Martirosyan. And second round knockout for Golovkin.
Once again that uppercut that caused the problems early. Hit him right on the chin with a beautiful uppercut. Now you see him coming in for the attack. Overhand right over the top, which Bungu had got caught with several times before. He comes back with a jab, another jab, a good jab to set up the right hand again. Another great shot, followed by tap right hand, a big left hook, and that pretty much finished Bungu right there. Followed by right hand, but Bungu was out at that point. Another hook, boom, and now Bungu is done. And there's a right hand, he's down right there on the ropes, and here's a, well, he was going down, so it wasn't that bad.
Next up, Golovkin versus Gregor Proksa. From the opening rounds, Golovkin imposed his strength, eventually dropping Proksa 3 times. First in round 1.
Right hand from Golovkin. Proksa gets hurt. Down he goes.
Then again, Golovkin dropped him in round 4.
You see a guy combine the natural heavy hand.
Good left hand to the body, up to the head. Down goes Proksa.
And finally in round 5, Golovkin, showcasing his relentless pressure and heavy hands, finished Proksa with a vicious ground kisser.
Combinations to those miss. Good right hand to the body. Proksa trying to counter.
And he's still giving us all he has.
Oh, right hand hurt Proksa. Golovkin steps in and down he goes. Proksa. No, the referee stops it.
Proksa pretty bad. And Proksa, as you saw right there,
went down in the first, down in the fourth, and then here in the fifth. Right to the ear.
Let's move on to Golovkin versus Nobuhiro Ishida. From the opening bell, Golovkin applied pressure and showcased his power and precision. Ishida fought bravely, even standing in the pocket to trade, but Golovkin's punches were noticeably heavier and more accurate.
Middleweight World Championship. The great Marvin Hagler, former middleweight champion, is at ringside, and we spoke about it in the ring. Well, that could end up being a problem for him. If you stay away, have a good fight. Oh, terrific left uppercut, right hand by the champion, Golovkin.
The climax came in round 3, when Golovkin landed a devastating overhand right that sent Ishida outside the ropes.
The WBA and the IBO middleweight champion. Oh, big right hand! And Ishida's done, and he's out!
What a brutal KO. Even the doctor looked like he was about to have a panic attack. It was the first time in his life he had witnessed such savagery in the ring.
Wait for it. Boom! On the side of the... Boom, there it comes. Down and out.
Next up, Golovkin versus Daniel Gale. Golovkin right away imposed relentless pressure with heavy shots and precise combinations.
Hooking off the jab and making it look good. Left hook to the body.
He can destroy type of fighter, but he's patient.
Good right hand by Gale over the top of the... Oh. Now Gale goes down.
In round 2, he dropped Gale to the canvas with a flurry that showed his power was too much to handle.
Body shot, hard right hand upstairs. Down goes...
Gale bravely got up and tried to stay competitive, but in round 3, Golovkin landed another massive fight-ending right hand.
He continues to look very relaxed. Gale against the ropes, cornering him and hammering him like that body shot. Down goes Gale again on a brilliant right hand. Left hook to the body and a right hand, and Gale trying to get his head together.
And Gale trying to exchange with him, figures that's the best time to hit him, clips him with a nice little right hand, but that Golovkin is throwing.
Many middleweights in the world who could last past that.
Right, it was a one-punch knockout.
As is just about everything he does.
And let's wrap it up with Golovkin's bout with Ryota Murata. The early rounds were competitive, with Murata's fast combinations and body work forcing Golovkin to adjust, showing that Murata wouldn't be an easy night's work.
Cross or around the guard more often than he'll throw it right down the pipe, but right now we're seeing him
moving into the power hand of Murata.
That he can come out on top in those exchanges, but
by the mid-rounds, Golovkin began to take over with his trademark jab and powerful right hands, turning the tide in his favor.
Murata has not responded since that right top with that left hook. Now digs to the body and comes up the middle.
In the 9th round, Golovkin dropped Murata with a huge right hand, and his corner threw in the towel.
Murata just
very hurt. Hurt upstairs and I believe downstairs as well.
Three taking a close look at this one. Not on this stage, not on his big night. Hard right hand from Golovkin.
and Murata goes. In comes the towel. Is it?